What's up, guys? It's Sean with the Sean Daily Football Channel. I am back today for you guys in my new place in Denver. Just moved a few days ago. Got the bull in the background. Looks great. Do a house tour maybe sometime in the future, but I absolutely love it. So excited to be here, and I can't wait to get back to a weekly rhythm of getting these videos out. More content is coming. There's going to be a lot more things, more interviews, more talking with more people. I'm going to try to get involved in some of the bars out here and go to a few of the match days, get a few shots of that. I think should be fun. Very excited about it. Today, we're going to do, just like we did with the Serie A and the Bundi, we're going to do a La Liga prediction and kind of my overview of how the La Liga teams are looking at the moment and how they're going to be doing in the upcoming season. And we're going to just start with last season's champions, which were Atletico de Madrid. So Atletico have had, obviously, the best transfer window out of every team in La Liga, in my opinion. The re-signing of Antoine Griezmann absolutely blew everything out of the water. What a deal that is for them. It's not even an obligation to buy, it's an option to buy, so they have a chance, if it doesn't work out, for them to just send him back to Barcelona. I don't think that's going to be the case. I'm pretty confident in Simeone's ability and even Griezmann's ability to do well for Atletico. And I think they're going to do absolutely fantastic. I'm a huge fan of Rodrigo de Paul. I think he's going to absolutely tear it up in La Liga. I've been watching him for a few years in Udinese and the Serie A, and the fact that nobody had gone in for him for this long was such a surprise. Great deal for both them and for Udinese. I think 27, perfect age. I think he's going to do absolutely incredible things for them in Madrid. Matheus Cunha as well, such a fantastic, exciting player from Hertha Berlin, was doing so many amazing things in the Bundesliga last season. I think he has a very bright future. 22, only 33 a million. What a price to get him on. I think he's going to be the absolute fantastic foil for that offensive line that they have. They have so much attacking power for the first time, and I want to say years, in my opinion. You never think of Atletico as aggressive attacking units, but right now with Griezmann, Suarez, Cunha, Rodrigo de Paul is more of a center midfielder, but he plays pretty higher. Llorente, that's not even including like João Felix and Thomas Lemar as well. The team looks very, very well stacked moving forward, and I think they're going to do really, really big things. It's going to take a few weeks for Simeone to gel all of those pieces together and kind of figure it out. I was watching the game against Villarreal. Despite chance creation and doing well, they were kind of struggling. It's going to take a few games, but I have full faith in Atletico. I actually think this should be one of the easiest calls to make. I'm actually predicting Atletico to win La Liga. I think it's pretty set. I pretty much am going to say there's only one real rival, and we are going to go to them next. We have the famous or infamous, however you would like to call them, Real Madrid. So Madrid have had a very unique season. Very, very high turnover, lots of outgoings from the club, quite ridiculously, honestly, with the departures of Varane, Odegaard, Diaz, Ramos. Not even talking about Odriozola and Kobo. Those two are loans, to be fair, but still, very, very big departures as far as the core of the club is concerned. Ramos and Varane, the effect that those two leaving the club is going to have is going to be more seen long term. We're going to see how that impacts them moving forward from here. I can't really say, oh my God, this is the worst thing in the world. They should have been one of the ones, one of the clubs that should have been trying to ease these players in for years. And to be fair, both Nacho and Eder Militao have been eased into the center back role, but it's a huge ask to be able to take up the mantle from, if not the best, one of the best center back partnerships in the history of football, honestly. Those Varane and Ramos built one of the most infamous relationships in soccer, worldwide. They won 3 Champions Leagues back-to-back, were one of the most amazing teams throughout the history of the game. So it's going to be very, very difficult for them to dispel that. We're going to see how it goes, though. I'm excited for Real Madrid. I think a few players are going to have very big seasons. Benzema's obviously just Benzema. He's one of the best strikers in the world right after Lewandowski. And I think he's going to do great again this season. With the inclusion of Eduardo Camavinga on the last day of the window, that is a fantastic signing. That is a fantastic signing for Madrid. I think he's going to do incredible things. He's very young, and now that midfield of Kroos and Modric can now turn into Valverde and Camavinga, and that looks very exciting. That looks fantastic to me. And I think with the potential inclusions of Paul Pogba moving forward, and a few other, with the Mbappe eventually coming in, I think the future of Real Madrid looks very good. This season was more of a let's just get everything ready. I believe the stadium should be finished very soon as well, so that's also a huge positive to look forward to. The future is bright. I don't know if this season is going to be enough. There are 2 players that this season kind of hinges on, in my opinion, and those 2 would be Gareth Bale, who had a hat-trick performance for Wales, but again, Gareth Bale for Wales is a different animal. Additionally, Eden Hazard. He also had a very great game for Belgium. Both have played well in the 2 or 3 games that we've seen. It's just been the Real Madrid defense has looked very, very shaky, specifically against Valverde. Villan. I'm going to butcher this. Levante, sorry. Very, very fantastic. What a game that was, too. But it's going to be interesting to see how Madrid cope moving forward. They were able to score, barely beat Betis. Alaves, everybody's beating Alaves at the moment, so can't really read too much into that. I think it's going to be a good season for Madrid. I just don't think they're going to win anything. As much as I like Carlo Ancelotti, I just don't think this Madrid team at the moment is set up to win anything yet. However, Gareth Bale, Eden Hazard, if they can both kind of get back to something similar to what their best is, there's every chance. Vinicius has started the season absolutely fantastically. I think he's going to have a very good season. You never know. There was a lot of signings that Madrid have made over the last 4 or 5 seasons that have just kind of meh. And there is every chance that Isco rediscovers himself. There's every chance that Rodrigo discovers himself. There's every chance that Luka Jovic can find himself back again. And between those 5 players, there's no lack of star power in that team. David Alaba is a fantastic leader and has a bunch of experience. I think Madrid has a chance, and I think they're going to be the closest to Atletico moving towards the end of the season. The final club, the one that everybody's been bashing on this season, is Barcelona. The Catalans have had arguably the worst transfer window in modern history. At least what everybody is calling it, the worst transfer window. But the truth of the matter is, Laporta didn't really have a choice here. This was the bad hand that he was dealt, and he's just trying his best to get out of it. And I think he's doing a good job. I think moving on both Messi and Griezmann, despite the fact that it's very negative to the fans and what is going to be happening on the pitch, Barcelona needed to move on from them. And the truth of the matter is, if you're trying to look at it in the negative way of Barcelona's front line is Memphis, Luke de Jong, and Braithwaite. Yeah, that doesn't look that great. But if you think about it, Dembele's coming back. Coutinho can fit into that squad somewhere. Ansu Fati has a fantastically bright future. And Memphis looks like an absolute baller. He's literally a mini Messi. Very, very watered down, obviously, but he obviously does have a lot of value. We saw what he did for the Netherlands last week, over the weekend, in the last few games, getting goals, kind of single-handedly carrying that team. And he's been single-handedly carrying Barcelona through the last 3 games as well. I think Memphis is a phenomenal player, and he fits that type of club perfectly. So I'm actually pretty confident for Barcelona's future. I think De Jong and Pedri in the midfield look fantastic with Busquets. There's a lot of good loans that have gone out that when they come back, I think they're going to be great players. I'm excited for Barcelona, honestly. I know there's a lot of negativity and there's not a lot moving forward for them right now, but I think there is definitely the signs that things could be moving in the right direction. This was a culture shock that needed to happen. Messi needed to eventually leave the club. They needed to figure out a world for post-Messi, and it wasn't meant to be for him to stay and live out the final years of his contract and his playing career in Barcelona. It happens. Is it great? No, not for Barcelona fans, but for the wage budget, for the future of the club, it's kind of fantastic because I think Laporta is going to get them out of this near bankruptcy situation, and I think they're going to be absolutely fine. I think Barcelona are going to finish somewhere in the top 3 this year. Can they win the league? Can Memphis single-handedly do it? Potentially. If Ansu Fati and Dembele come back and don't get injured, I think Luuk de Jong is a player that does have value. Aguero obviously has a bunch of value. I think Eric Garcia is a fantastic center back, and I think they have very, very high prospects. I'm more optimistic about Barcelona than most people are. I've seen them play. They've struggled a little bit. It's going to take time. I think the loss of Messi, as much as it does give you, it's negative going forward on the defensive case and on the structure of a team. This was something that was commonly lauded at Barcelona, that Barcelona were more of a Messi and 10 players than an actual unit and a team. And there was a lot of situations where players just kind of said, it's fine, Messi's going to get us out of this situation. And I think now there's more of an opportunity for that team to become more balanced. And I'm looking forward to it, honestly. So I think Barcelona are going to come third. That is my current prediction for them. Atletico first, Real Madrid second. I think those two are going to be a lot closer to each other, and I think Barcelona are going to be sitting in third. For the 4th spot, it's a bit of a race, I think, between a few teams. I liked the look of Sevilla. Eric Lamela has suited perfectly into the Spanish league. I think Sevilla are going to do good. Valencia, I'm very much liking Coller. I'm liking Gonzalo Guedes. I like Was a lot. I think Valencia have a very good shout as well. And you can never shout out Villarreal. Not a great start to the season yet, but I think Villarreal are going to come good. I think Gerard Moreno is a fantastic player. And I like that team, and I like Unai Emery, honestly. I think he's a good manager. So there's a lot of other teams. To be completely honest, my information about the rest of La Liga is a little limited. I'm going to be getting more information over the next few weeks, over this season of game weeks to come. More than anything else, I cannot wait. International breaks are one of the worst weekends, which is why I kind of planned my travel around it, so we wouldn't be missing out too much. I will do a video on the analysis of how the week went for a few of the big teams. I know Portugal had a few pretty good games. England, there was stuff that happened, obviously, with the whole Brazil-Argentina fiasco yesterday. That was a mess. We'll see what we can do. We'll definitely have a preview of a few of the games coming up this weekend. I cannot wait for the Premier League to be back. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. Can Arsenal get a goal? I was going to say, can they get points, but they need a goal first. Oh, it's so much fun. Cannot wait. More than anything else, thank you guys so much for watching. It means the world to me. My name's Sean. This is Sean Daily Football Channel. Talk to you guys soon.